Okay, we have all the wood off of the trailer, all the decking off the trailer. This is what I have to work with. Haven't had much time lately to work on it. Waiting on a impending hurricane, but it didn't. It hit Texas instead of Louisiana, so back on the project. Now I have a 6-foot wide deck. Now I can actually go wider and go all the way to the inside of the fender wells, which would give me an extra 4 inches on each side. But that would mean I'd have to cut off these braces. And since the braces go all the way, make up part of the frame, I don't want to cut them off. Plus it would stabilize the walls, so I'm going to leave those in place. It's a very heavy frame, so weight conservation is certainly out of the question. Now what I plan on doing you'll see the floor plan here. What I plan on doing is laying the sheets of plywood lengthways. Cut them at 6 foot. And I plan on extending out. I don't want the seams, I don't want to have to add extra beams to support the plywood, so I'm gonna try and do it to where the end of the plywood will meet up on this beam here. So I'm gonna come on. I want to come out past the frame, and that would be my 4-foot point there. That's about 1.5 feet out. And the walls will hold that up. There's going to be no weight on the back anyway. Beyond the frame, that's just going to be the galley. Then I'll cut a piece on these two, which would be, what's that, 30 inches? 30-inch piece for right there, and then I use a second full sheet, cut 6 foot wide, and this is the front part of the frame where it forms the tongue. And I'm going to come out, that's my 4-foot point right there. Which the jack is going to be in the way, so I'm going to have to grind that off of there and relocate it up forward. So my total length, the box frame length, is 8 foot. It's 8 foot from the back beam to this forward beam. Then the little bit extra I'm going to add on the front and the back, probably end up with about 11-foot length. It is going to be a standee, so it's going to have height, which is why I need to keep these angles in place to help support, give the walls support where I don't have to add any extra support. The axles are a 3,500 pound underslung drop axle. So it puts the deck very low. I mean, maybe a foot off the concrete. So we're starting out with a very low deck. I'll definitely need to either blast or wire brush the trailer, repaint it, undercoat it. Now this will be my my floor plan. I'm not a very good artist, but this is kind of what my floor plan will look like. And any suggestions or comments, let me know. Something better I can do. Now the walls, as with the floor, on the walls, the plywood is going to go vertical rather than across to give me my height. I'm going to cut those down to 6 foot. It's going to have the teardrop slope in the front, and in the back I'm going to have the galley door is going to be diagonal. It's going to drop at a 45 is what I meant, and then flat at the bottom, and it'll just be a countertop and galley on the overhang. That's why I'm saying there's no weight on the back that overhangs off the rear of the frame. Now right here I have my plan is to put a slide out, and I can't really, since the axle's so far back, it's really not a good place to put it right here. So the rear door, entry door, is going to be either on this side or the other side behind the axle. The slide out will be on this front part. Not sure where this is. I thought about putting the slide out towards the tongue on the front, but I have my little I bought a little 5,000 BTU AC unit, which is going to go right there. And I don't know, I still may put the slide out on the front, but this is where I'm gonna put the slide out, either on this side or on that side. I'm not gonna be very wide, you know, 3 foot wide, 3 foot by about 5 foot slide out. I purchased 100-pound drawer slides, 4 of them, which will be sufficient for the slide out. But that's where we are right now. As I said before, any comments or suggestions while I'm at this stage in the project, let me know. Stay tuned for the next update.